Take a look at central angles and arcs. So we're doing everything to do with circles. So go ahead and make a tab called Central Angles and Arcs. Pause the video and copy this down. Alright, so central angle. Let's take a look at definition. It's an angle with its vertex, and if you remember from previous notes, vertex is that V, and then that point at the bottom of the V is called a vertex. At the center of the circle, and separates the circle into two arcs. So let's take a look at naming the circle, the central angle, I'm sorry. So it goes from A to C and then to E, and you can see the vertex there, which is the C. So you would do it just like you did angle. So angle ACE is a vertex. So is ECF, and you can see the V there, with that being the central angle 120. And you can see V with the point at the bottom of the V. That's your central angle. So angle ECF. Another one would be angle FCD or angle DCF, just depending on which way you go. It's still going to be 60. And then angle ACD. That's another central angle. So really it's the angles in the middle of the center of the circle. That's why it's called central angle. All right, minor arc. Okay, so an arc, remember, is part of the circle, right? So a minor arc would be an arc with a measure less than 180 degrees. Listening check. Color in the word less. A major arc will be an arc with a measure greater than 180 degrees. So minor, less than, major, greater than. Now let's take a look at how you name them. In a minor arc, it's named by its endpoints. So it'll be 2 letters. In a major arc, it's named by the 2 endpoints plus 1 point on the arc. So this one's going to be 3 letters. So minor will be 2 letters, major will be 3 letters. So let's take a look at some examples using the circle. Just a quick note, the central angle is the same as the measure of the intercepted arc. So if the central is 60, DF is also 60. So is that a minor or major act? Well, it's 60, right? So is 60 less than 180? Yes, it is. So that's going to be DF, a minor arc, and you write DF with a little arcy thing on the top. This one's going to be 135 because, again, the central angle is a measure of the intercepted arc. And then I'm missing this one little point, but remember they all add up to 360. So if I take 360 and I subtract everything that I have, I'll get 45, which means the intercepted arc AE is also 45. All right, let's take a look at AE, arc AE. Arc AE is 45 degrees, so it's a minor arc, less than 180. Let's take a look at arc EF. EF is 120 degrees, so it's also a minor arc because it's less than 180. Alright, so let's take a look at some major arcs. So just remember that a minor arc has 2 letters and a major arc has 3 letters. Alright, so let's see one that's bigger than 180. So let's go from A all the way to F. Now, because of this direction can go 2 ways, you have to say 3 letters so that you can tell me which way to go. So I really want to go A, D, F. Because I want to do that 135 plus 60, which is bigger than 180. So a major arc will be ADF. If I don't say that D, I could go to the right and then it wouldn't be a major arc. See that? It would be a minor arc. It would be 120 plus 45. So the direction is important. That's why major arcs have 3, so that it can tell you which way of the circle to go. Now let's take a look at another one. How about E and then let's go D, B, all the way around. So E, D, B. And that one you could have said E, A, B. It doesn't matter. It's just the direction. The one in the middle is the one just telling it which direction. So I can also say another one would be, let's go, yeah, so bigger than that. So let's do E to A, but all the way around. So E, F, A. All right. Always read the letters in order. So very important. Always read the letters in order because it tells you which way to go. We've already covered a semicircle, but a semicircle is half a circle. So it's exactly 180 degrees. So a minor is less than 180, a major is greater than 180, and a semicircle is exactly 180 degrees. So because the central angle of a semicircle is 180, the intercepted arc is also 180. And this is named by its endpoints plus 1 point on the semicircle. So this one also has 3 letters. So it's just the one that is exactly 180 degrees. This is a listening check. Color in 3 letters. The EAD, because that's 135 plus 45. What else? EBD, because we go the other way around. So I could go left or right. And I could do EFD. I just changed the middle letter, but it's just still telling me which direction to go. So it's going to the right. Alright, so let's take a look at some examples. So using this circle, find the measure of each arc and angle named. Next to the measure, write the name of the arc or angle. ED is the diameter. Alright, so FCD. What's the measure? 60 degrees. What kind of angle is that? That's an angle, and it's a central angle. Measure of arc AE. So already it's 2 letters, and it's an arc. So obviously it's an arc. So it's a minor arc because it's 2 letters. I can already tell before looking. And lo and behold, AE is 45 degrees. So it's a minor arc because it's less than 180 degrees. Listening check. Underline major arc, the one in blue. Alright, the measure of arc ADF, so it's 3 letters, so it's either major or semicircle. So I just look at the number ADF, so I have to add those 2 numbers together. So 135 plus 60, that's going to give me 195, which makes it bigger than 180. And what's bigger than 180? A major arc. Alright, arc AD, so I go from A to D. It's 2 letters, so obviously it's a minor arc. So from A to D is 135 degrees. And so it's a minor arc. Alright, the measure of angle ACD. Angle is a central angle, obviously. So A and then C and then D. AC and then D. ACD. That's 135. So where that V is, the bottom. So it's a central angle. Alright, angle ACF, same thing. It has to be a central angle. AC and then F. AC and then F. So it's AC and then F. So it's the bottom V, which is 2 things together. So I have to add those 2 things together. And I get 45 plus 120, which is 165. And it's called a central angle. Alright, the measure of angle, arc AFD, arc. So it's going to be 3 to the major or semi. We just have to figure it out. So AFD, AF, and then D. So I have to go all the way around like that. So I have to add everything around so I can see what it is. 45 plus 120 plus 60. And that's going to give me 225. 225 is bigger than 180. So that's a major arc. This is a listening check. Put a circle around number 7. Alright. Measure of arc FDE. So again, that's a major or a semi because it's 3 letters. So FDE. So start at F, then go to D, and then to E. So when you add all those up, you'll get 60 plus 135 plus 45. And that's going to give you a total of 240. 240 is bigger than 180, so that's a major arc. And I'm going to add a final example to this because I didn't do one with a semicircle, so I'm going to add a semicircle. So let's say the measure of EAD, of arc EAD. So I go from E to A to D, E to A to D. So then add 45 and 135. I'm going to get 180, which is a semicircle. This is a listening check. Color in the word semicircle. Remember, the central angle is equal to the corresponding arc length. So that 120 is equal to the arc length 120. Only central angle is going to be very important in the next video. Central angles alone. So central angles is equal to the corresponding arc length. If the inside is 120 in the center, it's outside 120 degrees. Let's practice. Just like it.